So, I often get asked a question like, I've been doing this for this long and nothing has happened, right? And I have done all the processes and I've done all the techniques and nothing has happened. And then they will also confess in the confess in the same breath that there was this one thing that I just thought about and it manifested, or there is this other area of my life where I seem to just get what I want. So what's going on? And so I want to sort of simplify this whole thing, very, very simple. And I know it's gonna put off some people like, bro, how does that make sense? But at the end of the day, it takes a decision to get what you want, a firm decision, right? No dilling dallying, no being double minded. You just decide that this is who you are now and this is what you are embodying, and you go live your life from that decision alone. So, what does that decision then imply? For example, somebody say that now I am an abundant person, or better, let me give you the specific person example because I get questions about that the most, right? So, let's say that you say that now I am chosen and I am, right, they are obsessed with me or whatever. Now, this decision is made, right? Now, 3D may show you something opposite. They tell you that they want to break up with you. In that moment, you have already decided that they are with you. So, how are you going to respond? There are only two responses that you can give. One response is that you go back on your decision and you take the evidence of them not want to be with you as the final say in the matter, and then you accept it. And then you start spiraling and you accept that reality to be the truth for you. And then you have gone back on your decision, right? This is what Neville Goddard says persistence. This is persistence. That's it. It's not like conjuring up some believing in it with some emotions and trying to know it, trying to embody it and visualize it. All of that is helpful, very, very helpful. But what is the bottom line, right? Where is the base of manifestation that is almost always 100%, right? Because people will say that I have been doing techniques, nothing has happened. I have been doing this, nothing has happened. Why? What gives? So here's the answer, right? Because you go back on your decision, right? You go back to the old self. You claim a thing and you don't see the evidence of it immediately, and then you go back on it, right? You take the evidence of whatever you are seeing as it not being in your world and you accept that, and then it does not happen. So no matter how many times you visualize, Neville Goddard said this is why he literally made lectures about inner conversations, right? If just imagination was enough, he wouldn't tell you that now go about your day and don't carry that state with you like a fragrance, right? And do not go back to the old man, right? He said bury the old man. What was all that about? Because people would do a technique, they will affirm it, but then be like, but I don't feel any different. But I don't, nothing is shifting, nothing is happening. And so we even your feelings are the part of 3D. They are not part of who you really are. Remember that. Everything in this world, your body and your feelings are also part of the 3D. They're also a manifestation of your old state of being that's already manifested and it is in effect right now in your life, right? So you may still get the old feelings, but they don't matter because you've already decided that's not who you are, right? So if you get the feelings of not being loved or they're not going to choose you or whatever, you say, no, I understand these feelings, I will allow them to be felt in my body, but I will not identify with them. That's not me anymore. And so you choose again, you decide again. I mean, you choose your decision again. You choose the reality, your desired reality that you have decided that you are right now, and you choose it again and again and again. right? As there is this Bible verse where one of the disciples of Christ says that how many times should we forgive them, right? Forgive them, Father, for they do not know what they are doing. Basically, people were not listening to the gospel or what they were preaching, and Jesus would say 70 times 7, right? So basically, infinite forgiveness, right? And what that verse implies is that you always come back to your decision and your assumption as many times as it is needed. And in actuality, it is just needed once, right? You decide that this is who you are, and then you just live your life from that lens of like it's already fulfilled, this is who you are, this is what you have chosen. So anything that is opposing to that decision or vision, you will not accept it. You will not identify with it, and you will not give it room to, fester in your being. That's all. Now, it sounds simple, I understand that. It sounds simple in theory, and you already probably understand it logically, but it's another thing to apply it. And so, but its application is still simple. It's your own mind. Nobody else is denying you. Nobody else is saying that it is not going to happen. You choose it, right? And so I have some recent client calls as well where I discussed this idea that the law is always working, right? It's working in the opposition, but it's always working. So if you are assuming the opposite, you will see that in your world. And because that's what you have been choosing, you've been deciding that that is the truth, right? So you change that decision, and then you start to see your world from that lens. Then it will shift, because the world is a projection of you, right? It has no life of its own. It has no life of its own. Let me give you an example, right? I'm not a hat guy. You have noticed I'm wearing a hat. I'm not a hat guy. Just my hair are really long right now. I need to get a haircut. So I'm like, they were flopping about in the wind. So I decided to get a hat to wear it. And you would not believe it. It's not even funny. That day, I wear the hat and I go outside of my house. I literally see like every single guy that I see, 99% of dudes were wearing hats. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Why? Because reality is a projection of you. Because I changed within, I took on some new garment, right? This is a new garment for me. I'm not a hat guy, as I said. I put on a hat, I'm aware of it. I'm aware that I'm wearing a hat. It's a new thing for me. I'm embodying a new state. And guess what happens? My entire reality starts showing me dudes with like uncanny amount of dudes wearing hats, which is not a coincidence. And I never noticed it before, right? There must be dudes with hats, but I never really cared for it, right? So this is why if you visualize a very blue car in your mind and you feel it in front of you and you visualize it for a few minutes, you may go out and you start seeing the car everywhere, blue cars that you never noticed before. So reality immediately starts projecting your inner state of being. It's immediate. The only thing that takes time is our dilly-dallying. We are not sticking with the decision, right? We say one thing and then we go back on it immediately. And we do not follow through with our decision, right? So let's say somebody imagines something. Recently I had a call with another client. By the way, if you want to work with me, the link is in the description for one-on-one calls where I will help you identify the things that, just like these insidious things that I'm talking about, to figure out what you are doing wrong. And after that, you just need to decide the opposite and you will get what you want. Or if you want to ask me questions, I do weekly live stream on the membership channel where you can ask me any question. I always answer your questions in depth. Anyway, so recently I had another call with one of the clients, and a question came that they visualized something and they felt it to be real, like they really felt it to be real, and they really felt like they have shifted, that they felt all the emotions. But then the very next day they went right back to the old self and they started doubting their own imaginal act, right? So then they're like, why, like I've been doing this stuff for so long, what gives? And I asked them this question, like after imagination, that very following day, what did you do? What state you embodied? And in that moment they're like, aha, they got it finally in mind, like yes, I went back to the old self. And so this is why people do so many techniques and then they say, what gives? What is going on? I've been doing this stuff for such a long time. And I know I've given my example of buying the flat in Russia many times, but it literally describes this whole thing, right? The thing blew up in my face, it wasn't happening. I did the imagination, I did the affirmation, and I had my own doubts. But at the baseline, what is that stuck? Like you know, a hero with a the last man standing. What is this last man standing that makes the difference? Is the decision. I decided that I am with my vision and my vision is complete. Exactly the same way every single manifestation that I have. Of course, the small ones in my mind and in your mind, we don't really care about them much. So we just think about them, imagine them, and they appear, just like a hat. But like this is a very small shift in my mind, so I start seeing it everywhere. Meaningless. But for big things, so-called big thing, there is no big thing. It's the same thing to God. It's just that we inflate value of some things and deflate value of other things. So the bottom line is, I decided that this thing is mine, and that's it, right? This is what happened with my life in Russia and with my wife. And I have shared some other stories in the membership channel. And so if you are looking for a baseline, right, because I get so many questions about, like, I have done this, they will list out all these methods. There are so many methods, there are so many techniques, there's so many things that people talk about. And I get that they all have powers because we give them power. But I want to simplify it for you, right? If you have the tenacity, because this is persistence, right? This is why you dare to assume. If you can dare to assume that you are that who you desire to be, and then after that, even if you apply no technique, no absolutely visualization, nothing, but you just stick with that decision and assumption, it is guaranteed for you to show up in your world. Otherwise, everything has failure, chances of failure. So this is the baseline, right? It always takes a decision ultimately to exercise your power of creation, because it's our shifting into old and new identities repeatedly, which seeming to simulate time, which simulates the anxiety, which simulates the bridge of incident, even which simulates the signs, breadcrumbs, seeing something, not seeing something, a little bit success and then nothing, like, you know, like that. It's all about awareness, expansion in awareness, right? Because we are by default all that is anyways. We have everything. It's just that we are not aware of it. And when we expand in awareness, we gain that new idea and that new state of being, and we embody it, and boom. Just like the hat and the hat dudes everywhere, it shows up. But all it takes is a decision. So this is it for this video. Until next time, bye-bye.